Alright, YouTube. When I say this is probably the 10th time I've tried to record this video, I am not even exaggerating. 10 is probably an understatement. So, what we got today, I'm going to try to keep this short and sweet because I've done this 10 times literally. So, what we've got today is I got a YouTube supporter. I don't know if he actually follows me or anything like that, but my brother sent me a link to somebody that actually made a remake to Pitstop that I produced for Playboi Carti. This video was made sometime last year, but it's really cool to show you guys an example of what I'm talking about when you create your own sound and create your own wave. People kind of keep that ripple effect going on for you. So shout out to this YouTube content creator. His name is 29 Yammy. Uh, but again, like I've told you guys, focus on creating your own sound, your own type of style, and your own everything, right? So the reason for doing this is for the simple fact that you become the wave and you become the sound that people kind of gravitate towards to want to duplicate and replicate. So if I could sit here and have a number of artists rap on my stuff, but having producers that are spreading my sound out there tenfold, I think is a little bit more beneficial because somebody that listens to him, 29 Yammy, is and listens to his beats is going to see this and be like, oh, Playboi Carti beat, I like that song, I like this beat. Let me go check out Milan. But that's also does hurt him to a degree because now you've got, all right, so this isn't the original person. I like this beat, I like this style. Let me go see what the original sounds like. You know what I mean? It's kind of like if I showed you a knockoff version of some Nikes and you're like, man, those are hard. And I'm like, yeah, they're the knockoff version of Air Force Ones. And you're like, well, let me see what Air Force Ones look like. Let me see what they feel like. Let me see how they walk around, how they feel when I walk. Um, but it's never as exactly the same as the original. So there's a couple little things and nuances in this video that he does that is a little bit different than how I did it. The best part about this video is it literally sounds exactly like the way that I did it, but he did it differently, and the way that I did it was different than how he actually structures it, lays it out. And some of the sounds are a little different, but it sounds the exact same. So it just goes to show when you create your own wave and you kind of creating a sound for yourself, people will help grow that and expand that for you. So that's why I always say in the beginning stages, making type beats and being a beat remaker is fine in the beginning, but just make sure that you make take the steps to create and fine tune your own sound, so that one day you'll just randomly be on YouTube and somebody's making a tutorial video of how you made a beat. So this is really cool. Again, shout out to 29 Yammy. I appreciate the love and support. So let's go ahead and hop into it, and we're going to watch his video. And as he goes through things, I'll kind of explain what I did differently and where he's done things differently, or that case. It's a very short video. It's only like 2 or 3 minutes. He doesn't speak or anything. No, here he goes through the 808 pattern. This is pretty much how I was doing the 808 patterns back then when I was actually doing these type of kind of style of beats. This is a pretty good example and way of how I would actually make those 808 patterns. The fact that he has a really keen ear to be able to hear those small sounds and kind of place them where they need to go is pretty impressive. So like here, this sounds the way that I did it, but this is not exactly how I actually did my snare pattern right there. But the fact that he has a keen ear like that to be able to hear each individual sound while it's all playing at one time, pick those sounds out and recreate them, duplicate them, and then put them all back together, that's an extreme talent that I myself struggle with. I cannot recreate and remake beats. So the fact that he did this, I am highly impressed. Even down to the hi-hats. He did the hi-hats pretty spot on, pretty close. He did a really good job. I'm really satisfied with how this actually came out. Oh, so this guy made this of May 9th of last year. You can actually see the date down here. Oh, well, you guys can't see it. I'm in the way. But he made this in May 9th of last year. And this song's like 5, 6 years old, damn near 7 years old. But he did an excellent job putting this together. Of course, this is the Undertale sample. I didn't even know what Undertale was until after I made the beat, the song was created and everything. I forget how I found the sample, but people were commenting saying, "Oh, he flipped Undertale. He did the Undertale sample." I was like, "No, I didn't know what that was." So I had to go back and look it up. But as you can hear, it sounds exactly like my beat. Like he did it spot on. Like this is super cool. so you guys can hear it, kind of see how it's structured, how he structured it. If you notice, he did little breaks and drops in there like how I did, but he did his differently than how I did mine, how I achieved mine. But yeah, this is it. This is the beat. This is super cool. This sound is a little bit different. That's not the one that I used, but I can't even recall which sound it was that I actually used, but that's not the exact sound. But that's pretty much it. Like, he's got it all structured and laid out. I even laid mine out a little bit differently than how he does his. But again, it achieves the same goal. It sounds the same, it's structured the same, but it looks different and it is a little bit different. But he did an excellent job. This is a really good recreation. Like I said, recreating beats, doing type beats is fine. Just do that in the beginning stages. You can still do it after you've gotten advanced if you want to. That's perfectly fine. But just make your own sound be your bread and butter. Make sure what you like and what you create out of your own head, your own mind, is what your bread and butter is. Don't be a type beat producer or a person that remakes stuff. Unless you're doing like type beats for like an artist. So say he labeled this. Let's say he made this beat instead of me, and he was posting this out there. He should put it and label it as a Playboi Carti type beat, a Uno the Activist type beat, or whatever type of artist type beat. Just saying an artist type beat is better. That's a little bit better. Don't use other producer's name, because to a degree he's pushing and promoting me and Playboi Carti more so than himself. Now, there's nothing wrong with that, because the whole purpose of this tutorial is, I'm assuming, is to recreate the sound. So, I mean, obviously that's what he's trying to do. But don't make that your bread and butter. Don't be the person that is always recreating somebody else's stuff. Do something of your own. And he has a plethora of beats and stuff that are really hard that he created himself in his own type of style. But definitely go check him out. Again, shout out to you, 29 Yami. I appreciate the love and support. I'm not going to take too much of you guys' time. Plus, I've recorded this, like I said, 10 times. So it's taken me over an hour to record you guys a less than 10-minute video. But this is all I got for you guys today. You guys be safe out there. Again, Happy New Year's. Enjoy the rest of you guys' Sunday. I won't take a lot of your time. If you like this video, leave a like. If you dislike it, leave a dislike. Either which way, just interact with the video so that the algorithm begins to kind of work in my favor. And I'm shown out there to a wider audience. So I appreciate all the love and support. If you want to find me on social media, it's MilanMakesBeats. If I got it, you'll find me. If I don't, you won't. And that's really all I got for you guys today. Hopefully, this is the last time I got to record this, and this one went through this particular time. But again, that's all I got for you guys. I appreciate the love and support. Continue to show that. Drop some comments in the comment section. Join the Patreon. Take advantage of all your perks and everything on the Patreon. And I'm here to help you guys. So, if you guys have any other videos or requests or things that you want to see, tips and tricks or whatever the case is, or just me telling the story of, the artists or situations, or whatever the case is, it does not matter. I'll go over it as much as I can and, fill you guys in and give you the full detail. So that's all I got. Again, you guys take care. Peace.